Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Kingdoms. We have a villager breeder. This is the Impulse design. It's block for block, the Impulse design, so I didn't want to build it on camera. But I'll put a link in the description if you want to learn how to build this thing for yourself. It works really well, and we have a baby villager, so it is working, which is fantastic. In today's episode, I want to kind of sort this out, because we can't just have that thing sitting there looking all ugly and stuff in our beautiful world here. And at the moment, there's really no, like, villager collection thing. Like, it's just there. There's nowhere, once the villagers are bred, once we have baby villagers, we don't have anything to do with them. They just kind of flow into this little thing over here, and then they just sit there. So what I want to do is I want to build kind of down in this little valley right here, the villager collection area, and then some sort of a system to kind of sort out those villagers so we can keep the good ones and get rid of the bad ones and move them elsewhere. So that's kind of the plan for today's episode. And I also want to make this thing look significantly better. I'm probably just going to build like a structure around it. That's probably the easiest way to make this thing look decent. And when we're doing that, we have to be careful not to cover this stuff up. So that is basically the plan for today's episode. Let's get into it. I've got a few materials here, I think. Yeah, in this pink shulker box. I think we should probably start with the villager collection area. So right now, the villagers flow into right here. And what we want to do is have, we can continue using water streams. That'll be fine. What we need to do is make the water stream come down to what I think will probably be like a little holding area, like right here. This should be fine, just if we just put it right here. Let's clear some space out, like so. And we'll worry about looks after we get the little area in place. So let's see, the water will flow here, and we'll drop them into a little holding cell. And another thing to keep in mind is the new 1.11 mechanics, where you can only have, I think by default it's 24 mobs in a single block space. And that's something that I could change with the world, with commands very easily, but I don't think it's really something that I need to change, because I'm not really much for big technical builds anyway, and I just don't really feel the need to change it. So what we're going to have is we'll have a little, I think we'll have like a 2x2 collection area. Yeah, why don't we do that? That'll be good. So the villagers will stop. Let's just let the water flow for a minute. They'll flow down here, and we'll kind of wall this off. How far will this flow? It'll flow all the way to over here. It doesn't need to flow that far, so we're probably going to end up stopping it with a sign once it gets them to the collection area. That's probably going to be easier. So let's say this area right here is the collection area. This little 2x2 box right here. So let's do this, and we'll just kind of wall it off. Like so. There we go. So this is our collection area. Now we need to kind of clean this up a little bit and make it look at least halfway decent. It doesn't have to be perfect, but that should be good. And then I'm going to want glass covering up a good chunk of this as well. There we go. So the glass will end up going like right here so we can see inside. And then we need some sort of like a rail system or something like that to send in there to actually get the villagers. So I think what we'll do is we'll make a rail that kind of comes up and around. Like this. There we go. So the rail will send a minecart in and around, and it'll grab one villager and put him wherever we want to put him. We need to get some powered rails in here. I would like to just kind of turn this like so. Yeah, there we go. So it'll go up and come back down and around. Fantastic. Beautiful. And then we put like a couple powered rails right here. And some sort of a block like right there. And then if we put a minecart here. Do I have any wood on me? I don't. That's all right. Let's just use a stone button for the moment. That should send the stuff around, but not with enough power that it actually comes back on its own. So let's actually make an additional minecart right here. Or an additional powered rail. There we go. And then it'll stop here. So actually, how do we want to do that? Maybe it should be, I think it actually should be a separate collection system. Now that I'm like thinking about it. And we can actually put a powered rail here and a powered rail there. And then, where's my rail box? Here we go. I got a whole box of rail stuff. So if I put a redstone torch, it won't power both. That's okay. That's fine. Let's put this here. And there. There we go. So it'll go up and around. Awesome. And actually, you know what? That would probably work then. Because if we do this, I would think that this will then have enough force to send a minecart. Almost. Well, You know what we could do? Here's what we could do. Let's make this easy. We can make those powered rails as well. And then we can just hide a redstone torch in here. Hi, baby villager. See? He works. Let's make one more redstone torch. There we go. And we'll hide a redstone torch right here as well. And then diorite, diorite. So now, if I send that, it should collect the villager and bring him back. Fantastic. It worked. Okay. Awesome. So, there's our villager collection system. We also need a way to make sure that the babies, that only grown-ups get here. That's going to be kind of tricky, though. How can we do that? Because this will be glass, so the minecart can get around. Adult villagers will be trapped there, but babies can get out, and that's not going to work very well. Oh, I know what we could do. Simple solution. I believe, I may be wrong on this, but I think I can still send a minecart through that. No, I can't. It hits this little spot right here. So, how can we... I suppose we could make this a gate. Right here. And then we can get rid of that. and make this a regular rail. Let's see. There, here, and there. There we go. And then that would actually give us a bit larger of a villager area. But I think that would work, right? If I put that here, let's just see. Send around, comes back down. Okay, so that works. We can do that then. That will do the trick. And that will do the trick quite nicely. Now we also need to make sure that there's lighting of some kind in here, otherwise it's just going to be bad. So maybe just like right here, I'll just put a couple of glowstone blocks, which I do have on me. So we'll just put those guys in. There we go. And then grab this. And this torch right here will ultimately end up going underneath the rails. So for now, I'm just going to get rid of it. But that should do the trick. That gives us a reasonably large villager collection area. And I think it will work. And then we just need to figure out how we're going to deal with villagers, getting rid of bad villagers and keeping good ones. Although I suppose I could just kill them. That wouldn't really be that difficult. But it should also only grab one villager at a time. So I think that may actually just be the way to go. Just keep it real simple. We'll just kill them ourselves, and then if we want to keep them, we can send them somewhere else. There we go. I think that will work. Okay, let me get this area cleaned up a little bit and do some other work here, and then I'll come right back to you. All right, guys, I am back. So I've kind of tweaked this a little bit. There's now a hopper that runs into a dropper facing up into this dispenser. And I changed out this block for a dispenser with a button. And that way, when I hit this, it spawns out a minecart. And then I can break it and kill the villager, or break it and keep the villager. And there you go. So it works just like that, pretty easy. Now, the other thing that I want to do is I want to have another system here. And thankfully, I do have everything I need for a piston. So let's make a piston real quick. And what I'm thinking is right here, we'll put a piston. And that way, if I want to keep the villager, I can move him over to another... where are my powered rails? I think they're in here. No? Ah, there they are. So we can... Oh, that's not going to work. And I suppose that's now in there. Yep. Okay. Let's get rid of this hopper for a minute. And let's just see... how can I set this up so that those won't connect? I suppose what we could do is this. Here. Let's put that there. We'll put our hopper back, like so. We'll put this guy here with a line. And that guy there with a line. And that should do it. So that'll fire. That'll come around. And then if I want to keep them, I think if I put a button right here... Oh, but it pushes the... Okay. So that's actually not going to work. How do we go about fixing that. For now, let's just leave it. And I'm sure one of you guys has a far more creative solution because you're better at technical things than I am. And we'll just leave it for the time being. Let's get to designing these rooms and making them look halfway decent. So let's grab some polished diorite and some stone. And let's just, I think for now, I'm going to hold off on designing the structure around the outside of this. I just want to kind of get this room taken care of. So we've used a lot of polished diorite right here, and I think that is okay. I'm fine with that. So let's just go kind of extend this over. And I've got loads of polished diorite, so I'm not really concerned about the material cost too much. Let's clear this out. And let's expand this wall over here, like so. And that should be fine. And then this is our little tunnel that leads down. Do we have... No. No more baby villagers at the moment. That's okay. Oh, you know what? I just realized. I forgot. Tell me I have a sign. I should have a sign somewhere. Oh no! What happened to my signs? Oh, they're in my inventory already. Derp. That's okay. Let's actually put those in our offhand. Because what we're going to need to do is... Oh, I figured that was going to happen. I wasn't quick enough. Dang it. Okay. So, let's see. Let's put a block here. Actually, no. Let's do it from this side. I need to kind of fix this whole thing because it's all jacked up right now. It's all kinds of messed up. Let's fix that. Let's put that here. Water streams can be kind of annoying to deal with. Can I put the sign on glowstone? I totally can. Okay, that works then. So we'll let this flow down and bring them over here. Which means we don't need these guys anymore. And then we can get rid of some of these ugly blocks here. Grab our diorite and fill those in. So that water stream should push them over here, and it should also prevent them from coming up this way. So I think that'll work. Okay, awesome. And then, yeah, there are no spawnable areas there, so it should be fine. We'll do that. Oh, but then I can't. So that ruins that whole little thing. This is why I don't do technical things, my friends. This is why. Because I'm terrible at them. I mean, I suppose I could put the sign here. And as more villagers come in, it'll push them over. But still, that's not nearly as good. Or, you know what? Let's just have them fall. Let's just do this. We'll do that. And we'll put a sign right here. So they'll still get pushed. And then they'll just fall into this little area right here. And they won't be able to get back up either. So I think that'll be, yeah, that'll totally work. Okay. Problem solved. So we'll do that. We'll put you here and you here. And then we had this one as a powered rail. Those were both regular rails. This one comes around. That one goes there. And that one goes there. Okay, so I think we've got it fixed. I think that should actually work now. I almost forgot about that. Okay, that's all good. And then over here, I think I want this room to be just a tiny bit bigger. So let's make it a 5 wide room instead. Like so. And then we'll bring this wall all the way around the outside of it. There we go. Break that. Break this. Break that. And grab out our polished diorite. And build this around. There. So that will totally work. We're still going to need lighting and stuff in here, but we can deal with that. That's easy. I could even just use, like, torches or something, which I should have in one of these chests. Somewhere. I've got to have torches. I had a whole stack of them. They seem to have disappeared, though. Where did I put my torches? I mean, I also have glowstone, so oh, torches. I see them. Hi. We found them. Okay, so we'll put a torch here, and a torch here. That should keep this all relatively lit. Let's put another one right there as well. And actually, you know what? This room, let's make it an odd number by an odd number. So we'll just take this wall and bring it over to here instead. There we go. Beautiful. And we'll just put a door like right here. Torch. There. So the room is now lit up, and that's really what I needed. We also need a ceiling in here of some sort, because we don't want mobs falling in from up above. That would be very, very unfortunate. There we go. And then this will be like our little villager thing. Now, I do need to come up with some sort of a solution to move the villagers once we find ones that we like. The ones that I don't like, I can just kill, which is something I'm fine with. But I need to come up with some sort of a solution for moving the villagers that we want. And we'll probably have some sort of like a big villager trading hall or something somewhere in Solus. That's probably going to be the best way to deal with that, I think. And then we got to deal with this, because this looks really bad. So let's just see here. Okay, this is our top portion. Oh! Uh-oh. Okay. Let's not fall into our own villager thingy. There we go. Let's get up here. And this is where the water changes. We can probably go like right about here or so. And just bring this down. No. We should probably do it here. This should be, I'm thinking, the last part. And then we can fill that in. And there's a block down there, but that's okay. Oh man, this looks terrible. This looks really terrible. I was really kind of hoping to get this whole thing all kind of decorated and looking good today, but I don't know that that's going to be a thing. We might not be able to do that. I'm kind of running out of time, unfortunately. But we learned a little bit about railroad tracks, or minecart tracks, I should say. So I guess it wasn't a total loss. That's all right. Let's put that back. And then we'll have a roof on this, of course, as well, and a roof around this bigger structure, too. I think I'm going to have to do some hardcore thinking about design and how I want to make this work so that it looks as good as possible. But we do have a working villager breeder, at least. That's a thing now. So now we just got to figure out what to do with the villagers. But anyway, guys, unfortunately, I am out of time for this episode. So my friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.